Morning everybody, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here, and it is currently better than we thought it was going to be. The forecast said thunderstorm, so Helen's actually put her sunnies on. Anyway, so I think last week Mama requested duck as the cook, so today is duck, duck and duck. Yeah, so we're going to do 3 duck dishes. It has been a manic week. Monday is always the same after a bank holiday in May. You all place orders, and you did. So we think we took more on Monday than we took in January. So thank you very much. Anyway, today's duck dishes. We have a Chinese 5-spice duck breast that we're then going to have with some bao buns, some hoisin sauce, a bit like a duck wrap but in a bao bun. We have a tandoori, I want to call it a tandoori chicken, but it's not, tandoori duck paratha that we're going to serve with mint raita. Is there any other type of raita? It's always minty, isn't it?
No, I think I have seen it.
Okay.
On the other day,
so a minty raita and a few other little bits and bobs. And then we're going to do some Korean duck skewers, which I think we might have done before, but we've never written them up, so we're going to do them. Anyway, right, on camera. She's back.
2 weeks in.
And it's not very warm.
Not happy.
Oh well.
I'll be shaking later.
Yeah, she'll be wiggling around.
Give
but
me
Andrea's
15
here
minutes.
on the camera.
Morning, everybody.
Yay. Helena is on the keyboard.
Hello.
Mama is on the piss. No,
cheers, everybody.
Mama's drinking very posh red wine that was left over from a class we had yesterday. Yeah, we've just done back-to-back classes, and the guys that came yesterday brought a lot of wine. A lot of wine was consumed as well. So yeah, but
not by you guys.
Not by us. No, we were
for
good.
the record.
So yeah. Anyway, so let's crack on. I've got to make some sauces. I've got to make all sorts of stuff. So we'll crack on, and hopefully this will work. We haven't practiced any of these dishes, so come on over, Andrea.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to do 2 different sauces, hence 2 different sauce pots. So we're going to do an Indian style. Oh, I've forgotten to tell you about this. This is going to be, to go with our raita and to go with our tandoor chicken, we are going to do a tamarind chutney almost. So we've got some brown sugar, quite a lot of brown sugar. We've got some, I've forgotten what it is. What? Oh, it's oil. Twit. Good job I didn't take a drink of that. Some veg oil in there. We're going to put some water in it. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of water out of the tap. And that's going to boil down. We're going to get this boiled down. We're going to put some tamarind. Now, this is tamarind concentrate. So if you get this, you don't want too much. So I'm going to go in with a bit of tamarind. That's probably way too much, know me. But a bit of tamarind in there. And then some Kashmiri chili powder, or normal chili powder will do. We'll get all of that in there. We'll get it stirred up a bit, and then we're going to boil that down. So I'm going to go and stick that on the egg over here. Let that warm up, boil down a bit. Right, 1 done. I'll show you what was going on in there in a minute.
Oh my God! How loud are those birds?
It's the robin. Yeah. We have got so this is our Korean sauce. So you've seen us do this before. So this is gochujang. So this is the fermented Korean chili paste. We've got some more brown sugar in there. So about a tablespoon of each. They're going into our little pot. We have some sesame oil. So about a teaspoon of sesame oil. It's probably a little bit too much in there. About a tablespoon of soy sauce. In some runny honey to make it even sweeter. We'll go for another tablespoon-ish. And then juice of a lime, or half a lime. So we'll get that in. I haven't got my Mexican elbow out. What's going on? No, I've done now.
Too late.
Yeah, done. So, and this, we're
One
going
less thing to wash up. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm thinking of you guys.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. And again, we mix this up, and our sauce, this has got to warm up and bubble away. So I'll leave my spoon over here. And remind me in a few minutes to come and have a look at those. Right. So that's the first bit. I'm just going to put my Thermomix on We're going to use this as a steamer. So I'm just going to turn it on, get the water hot inside it. Right, so that's just used as a steamer function. Okay, so let's now... Andrew's going, there's too much going on. Right, so we are going to do... Let's do the duck breasts first. So, in here, we have... and I'm going to do them on my red board because I'm going to use the other board in a minute. So we've got two lovely, and apparently they were on special when Mama bought them this week. So Mama's bought duck after talking about duck last week, and they're on special. So she's now going to freeze hers. Cheek of it, eat all of mine and then freeze hers. So with these, we are just going to score the skin. So just what I want to do is cook these, let the fat render out. So I'm going to score it both ways. You're not going into the duck itself, just the skin. So probably 1 centimetre wide, something like that. Both directions. And then we'll sprinkle it with a little bit of Chinese 5-spice. Right, just going to rinse my hands because I'm going to put some 5-spice on. So go and tell us who we got on.
Go away, Andrea. That's what you said. Go away.
So we've got Paul, so Hampshire barbecues on. We've got Trisha, Mark, who's up in Leeds. We've got Alistair, Ollie Smith, Happy Hooker, Karen, Ben, Martin Hawkins, George.
Morning, Martin. Morning, everyone else.
George Patch. I don't know who that is.
No.
Picture of a horse. So, but they said they love duck.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Simon from Lunch and Munchin.
Morning, Simon. Simon, haven't spoken to Simon in ages.
Ali. Who else?
Cool. Lots.
22 people on so far.
Oh, right. I'm going to stir. Hang on, that's this one, isn't it? Korean sauce. We're going to use this sauce just as a baste for our duck when we do some skewers. So I just need to get it to all just come together. So that's looking all right. Other one, not so great. And they might put it on a different egg and get it hotter, which I'm going to do.
Oh, sorry. George Patch is Georgie from Coniston.
Oh, of course. Sorry, Georgie. Lovely Georgie. Anyway, right. Take a set of gloves. I've got a spare egg on. For some reason, I lit 4 this morning. I don't know why. Probably because we've had people here all week and we've always had 4 on. So I'm just going to put this down a bit lower for that other sauce. Get it fired up. I'll go and get that sauce over. Of course, it's doing this all cat-handed. Right, there we go. That can remind me about it in a minute or two.
Yep.
Right, that's going. So we've got this duck breast. Now I've got clean fingers. I'm just going to take our Chinese 5-spice. You don't want to go too mad. Just a bit of Chinese 5-spice across the duck. You see that, Andy?
I'm hoping people can.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a bit bright out here. I should have shut the lid, but no, we like it open.
Yes.
Definitely when it's not raining, we like it open. So we get our Chinese 5-spice on there. Okay, now we're going to take these and cook them. So come over here. So in this egg, I'm going to turn it up a tiny bit, but it should be all right. We've got, I've just got one of the big green egg, bigger pans. Can we get just a glove? And what we're going to do is go straight in with this, skin side down. No, you don't need any oil or anything like that. Just go skin side down, and that fat is going to start to render. It's also going to start roasting your duck. So if you're going to do it inside, normally what people do, or you see on the TV, is they'll cook the fat and then they'll take the pan and put it in the oven. Well, the egg is doing both at the same time. It's a direct heat. So you can see already, you can hear it. You see all this fat coming out already. Duck fat is amazing. So we've got that Chinese 5-spice in there. Perfect. So that's first duck. Second duck, we do need to get on because it's going to take a little bit of time. Let me grab my board. We're going to do our tandoor duck. So, I've cheated a little bit. You've seen it before. So So on our website, this is Parmjit's chicken tikka recipe,
Nice, yeah.
and we've done it for duck. So each of these bits has got a bit of skin, bit of duck. Now what you want to do is make sure with the skewers you push them through, which is easier said than done, and then bend the duck around and push them back through the other way so that they'll grip. It's really slippy. Okay, so they'll grip through, and you've got to put 4 or 5 bits on each skewer, but you've got to zigzag them on, otherwise you'll, we were talking about this yesterday. We had somebody who'd made curry and hadn't zigzagged them on enough, if that makes sense. And they, a bit like us at Christmas when Sarah put them all on, and we came at
Don't say that.
and she hadn't zigzagged them on like we said. And what happened, we came out and all the chicken, and I'm probably going to mess this up now, I've dobbed her in, aren't I? All the chicken for our curry was sitting on the charcoal. It had fallen off the skewers. Anyway, right, what are people cooking this weekend? Go and tell Helena while I go and wash my hands.
So I saw, sorry, I flicked off by mistake and I've lost my comments. So you didn't go off, it was me. I flipped the screen by mistake. Someone was doing beef short ribs. Someone has got some prawns. Mickey, I think, was doing, I think he said chorizo
I'm gonna
and
try and look
cheese, jalapeno, cornbread.
Oh yes, cheese, treats and jalapeno cornbread. Yeah.
Morning, Phil. Phil's just joined.
We haven't done that in a while. That's one of ours. Morning, Phil. And thank you if you've replied. I was after Phil to find out where he got his barbecue handle, because he's got his name on it, and Big Green Egg were trying to get it, and somebody else was trying to get it, so I asked him. This is looking good, our little sauce. Perfect.
Do I need to keep an eye on it still?
No,
Okay.
I'm going to come back in a minute. I think it's just mix up. All you're trying to do with this, dissolve the sugar, mix that gochujang paste, bit of honey. You don't want to burn it. It'll burn really easily with the honey, but then we're going to use it as a marinade for our chicken. Right, so let's go and put duck. Sorry, yes, thank you, Mama. I've been saying duck, chicken all morning. So over here. Oh God, that's way too hot.
Jesus, please.
Yeah.
We're fully under control.
We'll go over there. We'll do a
Coming over
swap.
this way?
We'll do a swap.
Damn,
There you
man,
go.
Even I know that's
Yeah,
hot.
that's hot. Somebody's taking their eye off the ball. So we're going to use this one to tandoor. We'll take this out for a sec because our sauce is boiling away nicely, and we'll tandoor with this one. The beauty of having more than one egg. Right, that can go on. Sorry, people. About 3 minutes ago, it was way too cold, so I walked away, turned it up, and then yeah, it's gone ballistic. With the tandooring, because the top's quite wide, you need the bottom door fairly narrow, so probably 2 centimetres wide, something like that. 2 fingers wide at the bottom down here, and that will be about 250. So this will come up. I'll go and get my skewers.
We'll sort out that one.
Yeah, and we'll work this one out in a minute. Good job, I've got a spare egg. It's meant to be. Right, so the skewers then you can just dangle down from the top, pop them in.
I love this.
Yes. And I'm going to put them in 3 different slots around the side. Hopefully we won't lose any of that. And we'll get that off. So that is our duck skewers. They'll come out. They're going to go on to some parathas. Love it. Right, that duck. What did I do with all my tongs? They're in my drawer. Right. Yeah, I know. I can see them now. Now I've got these ones. So this, let's have a little look. We don't want to burn it. But can you see how much fat's come out? Look at that. Yeah, a little bit more. And then we'll flip them over for a few minutes. Now I like it quite rare, but some people don't. So that will be our Chinese 5 spice in our bao buns. That one's going to be our tandoor. So the third one is our Korean. So if I grab this, and you can see I've already done some of these. So I'm going to do one more. These I chopped our duck breasts vertically along, and what we're going to do is put the last one on. So you again go through the fat down and out. So if I come towards you, you'll be able to see, and then go back in So you're wiggling through and back through the fat, so it goes into this lovely crescent shape, like that. So I'm going to put 3 bits on each. This might be the quickest cook ever at this rate. So, and then try and get them up the same way because it just looks prettier. So we'll go through, whoop, back through the other way, and those are our 3 bits of ready for our baste.
Super impressive.
But this one I'm going to now deal with because I do not want to burn that fat. So I'm just going to flip them over. Oh, look at that. I'm going to give those 2 or 3 minutes just on the other side because it's roasting them at the same time. We could put a thermopen in them, we could check them, which we'll probably do. Got one here.
Oh, you're messing me around.
I am. I'm messing you around. Right, these we'll take over here. God, this is multitasking today. So our tandoors are doing. They're going to take the longest.
I might have to take the sunglasses off in a minute.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not raining yet. Right. Our sauce is bubbling. That's definitely done. You see that? I'm going to put it on here. We'll give it a stir. It's not burnt. It's just bubbling. So now what we need to do, we'll use our sauce. Do not touch a cast iron pan.
Oh, you should have got that little handle out.
What little handle?
The
Oh,
Pax.
yes.
I'll show
I know where it is. I bought this the other day. Hang on.
If it's in the garage, we're scuppered.
I got this the other day from the lovely guys at Cambridge Home and Garden.
It's not going to fit, is it?
Yes, it is. It goes over your pan handle. It's leather so that you can then pick them up. How's that? It's a Petromax one. It's not Big Green Egg, but hey, who cares? So, yeah, we're going to baste these. So this is our Korean.
Ooh, the smell.
Smells good, doesn't it?
That's the one that goes on the chicken wing.
Yeah.
Or similar.
So this is like the chicken wings. So these are going to have as a bit of a salady, like just a canapé. These are a nibble. So we'll baste them now, put them on, and then we'll put some more on them in a minute. So that's fine. So what I have done in here, it's a direct setup. I'm just going to clean the grid a little bit with a bit of foil. Best way to clean your grids, foil. Don't bother buying any brushes or anything like that. But the reason I've put the half moon baking stone on the top over the grid is because then you can put your skewers on and you won't burn the handles off.
Oh, who knew you were so smart?
Not me. I'll never be able to pick them up
Note
again.
to self.
Yeah.
You can be
He
smart.
is a smart boy.
That bit fell off. We'll put that on separate. That was just an extra. So, remind me in a minute. These are going to be quick. Duck breasts.
Okay.
And then we'll get on to some of the other stuff. So I'm going to go in. We probably want these, yeah, low 50s, but they are at early 40s. So another minute or two. Lovely, getting a bit lovely and crispy on the outside. You put them in that fat. Oh, listen to it. That fat, reserve it. Use it. Well, it's got a bit of 5 spice in, but use it. You can have some 5 spice roast potatoes. Going to be epic. Right, get my board out the way. Our chicken tandoor is going to be fine. Duck tandoor. Oh, it's been a long week.
How many times?
I know. I said you've got to correct me every time. Could you go and get me my bao buns, please?
Yes.
You can get my parathas at the same time. They're in the freezer. Yeah. She said if she doesn't come out, yeah, it's a mess in there. Franco's not on, I don't think. So.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, is he? Oh, Franco. We've lost her to the garage. Right.
There's a method to your madness.
Yeah, chuck her in the garage. Then we don't have to take her on holiday next week.
Rude.
She is coming. So,
Too right.
no, I mean back from the garage,
Oh.
not on holiday. We might still lose her. Thank you.
Rude.
So both of these are frozen. These have been in a little while, so they may have got a bit of frost burn, but anyway, we'll see how they come out. So these are frozen bao buns. We're just going to open them up, and I read today that you can cook them from frozen. So we are going to put them in our machine. We're going to put them on for just 12 minutes. There we go. And we're going to put them on the steamer bit. So it's just like putting them in a steamer. You can put them in an oven. I saw today somebody said you can fry them. So we'll put 4 up here, 1 each. Put the lid on, and off they go. So they're going to be our bits. Right, this duck over here, Andrew. You've got to watch it like a hawk because you don't want to overcook it. Perfect.
Whip them off.
So I'm going to get a bit of foil. And you want to rest these. So, bit like a steak. Always rest them separately. And they are a steak, essentially. So we're going to take them off, put them on a bit of foil. If you think you've overcooked them, let the heat go away. Let it escape. If you think they're perfect, wrap them up. If you think they're, it might be, you can wrap them loosely because they change, they go quickly. You could use a meter in these. So I'm going to put those to one side. I'm going to get our pan off. And I'm going to replace it with another pan. So here I have a Tefal Ingenio little paratha pan, and the handles come off.
Cool.
Love them. I'm going to turn it down a tad.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Duck.
Duck. Which duck?
Just checking chicken.
We'll go over to that one. Yeah, that's a good point. These are the ones I'll probably burn. So we'll have a little look at these. We're going to baste them on the top before we turn them over. Oh, is that a bit of rain?
Yeah, blowing up there.
You'll know in a second. The roof will shut.
Yeah, we'll be off there because I've gone in.
So flip him over. Give him another baste. Easy guys. It's bloody raining as well, isn't it? Sorry, I didn't swear. Lush.
Nice.
Should we have a look at our tandoor?
Yeah, let's check.
So you can see the temperature's raced. Duck. It's going to be one of those, isn't it? So we can grab one of these and have a little look. So these should be still on the skewers. Just yeah, and they've. What you can do is just turn them around. Then I've just flipped the skewer so the inside have gone the outside and so on. Have a look at that one. Oh yeah, getting some gnarly bits. That's what we want. And these will slightly overcook, but that's fine because they're going to be. You want them a bit gnarly on the outside. Those should be doing fine. That I'm going to get off in a second. We'll let them come over here. We'll let Mama and I'm getting my thermopen. We'll let Mama and Helena have one of these, and we'll keep one for us. Have it while it's hot. Oh no, they're mid 30s at the moment, so perfect. Cooking nice and slowly. This is up at about 180. We've got direct heat. We're protecting those handles. Make sure you don't.
I don't think I've ever seen you do that before. Did you?
No, I just came up with it this morning. Just having a moment this morning.
The one.
This
No, I'm sure we've done it. I'm sure we've done that. Anyway, yes. Right, they're doing. Bao buns are cooking. Duck is off. Duck is on. Parathas.
So Phil said
Okay.
that
Yes.
he tried to make bao buns.
Yeah.
He said they're worse than pizza to get right. And I said we tried, I think, once, didn't we? I don't think we had.
I think that's if you're making them from scratch.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to make them from scratch.
But,
it's a right pain in the backside.
Dim_barbecue, as in,
Yeah.
said that Bao has a great recipe in their book. And no, that doesn't mean that's another book you can buy.
Might have already got it.
Really?
No.
Bao. Oh.
Although we did have. Now, what was that app called that was recommended this week?
Oh, eat your book, I think.
Eat Your Book. It's an app, and it's a subscription, and we're going to do it. You pay about 30 quid a year, I think it was, and you scan the barcodes of your books, your cookbooks, into the app, and it knows then the whole library of all your cookbooks, and so then you can go, I'm after a duck recipe, bam, and it will then tell you which of your cookbooks it's in.
Oh, so
And
you
which
can't-
page?
You
So
can't actually get rid of the cookbooks that
No.
you've got.
Well, no, but you then go and look at your cookbooks because a lot of people want to look at their cookbooks, but they don't know which one to look in.
No.
Especially when you've got thousands of them like we've got.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you don't stick to the rule.
Yes. Yeah.
One out, one in.
Well, there's lots of rules like that don't apply. Although we did get rid of a Blaze unit this week and an Afia. So my old Afia is gone.
Yeah, eat your books.
Eat your books.
It's called.
Who was that? Who recommended that?
Customer
Hut, hut,
on
hut.
Thursday.
Right. But I'll get some parathas going in a second. And then we're going to mix it all up. Right. Cool. Those I'm going to give another minute or so. Just check them again. You don't want to overcook them. If you've got them fat, what you could do is balance them fat side down to crisp up that fat. Try and do that. So you get the flamey. Oh, hut, hut, hut. Right. No, we'll do a sauce. Another sauce. Another. Now this we've stolen. This is Misty Ricardo. So if you've been on one of our cooking classes, we love Misty Ricardo's curry compendium. What are you laughing at? Nothing.
No.
So in here we've got some Greek yogurt. We've got some mint sauce. We're cheating. We're not using.
I love it. Yeah.
We're not using mint. We're just using mint sauce, and we've got some chopped coriander, a little bit of salt, some turmeric, and some sugar. So that all goes in together, and this is going to be like a curry house raita. So we get it all mixed together. So it should go a little bit orange with that turmeric in there. Now, if you've had it in the curry house, it's sloppier than that. So grab a little bit of milk. Not too much. What was that? Me banging, sorry. Sorry.
We probably deafened the whole audience
Yeah.
with that one.
Look at that. That is like curry house raita.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got that ready for our buns. Super simple. They're probably good to go.
Right.
Should we serve them one? Nah.
Let Mum have that tiny bit.
No, you can have one of these. Oh no, 43. Got a little bit to go.
Yeah.
So you want them rare, rare-ish. So 50, 52, something like that. Hut, hut, hut. Hut, hut, hut. We'll give it another baste. But these, oh yeah, Korean duck skewers, and I'm just going to serve them on a bed of lettuce. Bit of a cheat, but why not? It's gone cold, hasn't it, Andrea?
I'm chilly now.
I'm glad I told you to put your jumper on. Right, so we'll take a little bit of lettuce. I'm just going to take the ends off this romaine. That's probably enough. This is going to blow everywhere now, isn't it?
Blowing up the rain now, yep.
Here we go. We'll put it on there. Let's see if it's still there in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
There goes the roof.
Good shout. Good shout.
Right, that'll be there. The roof's shut. Let's have a probe of our tandoor.
Thank you.
Andrew's getting a coat now.
Big sister to the rescue.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh.
I'm coming over here. I'm going that way.
Okay. She's zipping me up. Sorry, of course. Bear with.
I'm just going to see what temperature these are at.
Get a coat for yourself. Thank you.
So those are 53, which is rare. I might pull them at that.
I pull them.
I think they look delish.
Grand.
So we'll put these up here for a sec. Let's just check them all over. Yep, they're done. Oh, our buns aren't done. We're not far off. So they're going there. I'm going to put them in some foil in a second, just to keep them warm. So let me grab a little bit of foil. Now, obviously, if you were doing this at home, you wouldn't be trying to do 3 dishes all at once. Always do one thing and do it well. So let's keep those on the skewers. Let's keep them warm. Oh, you're coming in. It's proper raining. Right.
Yeah.
So we will do our parathas now, which are great. I'm going to do a couple of these. I need to open them. Sorry, Andrea, you are. So these are just from You can get them from Indian supermarkets, but these are Tesco's or Sainsbury's or which way are you going? There?
Well,
Right.
either way, I'm in the rain. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. We'll dry you out a bit. So, get a little bit of oil on your pan. Take one of your parathas and pop them on. Now you can make these. In our curry classes we make them, but you can also just buy them like this. And they're delish. I'm going to pull that lid shut for a second. I haven't got a wooden spoon, no, that'd be great. Yeah, the technique with these is just to press the edges every so often. Right, so we're good, aren't we? That's good. Oh, get those off.
Hello.
Okay, we'll get these off. These will be done. Oh yeah, perfect. Look at those bad boys. Right, so I'm going to dab another little bit of oil. So as a canapé, super easy. Hat, hat, hat. Hat, hat, hat. Just use different hands. The little buggers. Yeah, look at those. I'm just going to roll them just to keep them warm while everything else gets ready. We'll pop them over here on top of the others so they can all keep each other warm. Right, let's have a look at this. So, you can press on them. And can you see, as soon as I press, it starts puffing up. It's probably difficult to see, but they do, trust me. Under with a set of tongs. Could you grab my, sorry Helena. Flipper. That's probably what I need. This pan needs to be a tiny bit hotter, so we'll open the lid a bit. With these, parathas are just the best. Basically, they're a dough that's just rolled with a lot of. We had an Indian guy here a couple of weeks ago. Move over, Andrew. Then you're out the.
Well, you keep.
Yeah. Anyway, they're basically a dough that you roll, and you roll it up with loads of butter and ghee and all of that stuff in it, and then you roll it out, so it's multiple layers. So, yeah, we need a little bit more on that one. But we'll do a couple. That's our bao buns already.
Yeah.
Amazing. Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
Who knows? Now these should just open up. Oh, they're soft, they're fluffy, they're good. I'm just going to leave them in there while we do those. Yeah, looking good. Look at that, puffed right up now. And you can do these on the hob. Any old frying pan will do them. You don't necessarily need a Tefal paratha pan, but if you can, why not?
Add to the collection.
Yeah. We bought this thinking we'd do them inside on this, but it doesn't work on induction. But Mama, for Christmas, bought me this great little, it's just a stainless steel flat plate. And you put it on your induction hob, and it gets hot, and then you can put your pan on top of it to heat the pan. It's genius. Used it this morning.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Look at it puff up. That's all the layers of ghee and the ones we make don't ever puff up quite as much as this, but I don't think we do this many layers. But this will just pull apart. Right, I'm going to shut it for a minute. What else do we need to get ready? We've got our, what I've done here, just to take the punch out of these onions. I just cut red onions and they're in a bowl of iced water. And that will just drain, that will take the, make them a little bit less spiky. So we've got some of those. Crunch them just to break them all up. So we're going to have that on our parathas. We've got some pomegranate seeds. So that was a whole pomegranate this morning. So just, you've seen me do it I think before. Take the pomegranate, cut it in half, and then whack it with a wooden spoon over your hand like that. And all the pomegranate seeds will fall out. Much cheaper than buying pomegranate in a packet. Am I forgetting anything on these eggs? No. we're good.
So you're doing the Chinese 5-spice
Yeah.
hoisin duck, which is what on
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah, we're good. So while that paratha, now let's get this one off, get one more on. Look at that. Oh yes.
Oh, perfect.
I'm going to give it one more minute.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So while we're doing that, then we'll get the duck, we'll get the bao buns out, we'll get our duck from over here into our bao buns. It's going to be good. Going to be good. Right. Let's just create a little bit of space. And I'm going to get this paratha out. With paratha, if you want to keep them warm, put them on a plate, put a tea towel over the top.
Oh, look, now the sun comes
Yeah.
out. Yeah. Random.
Right, that one's coming off. Let's use that. So we'll set one up with that on. We'll put another one in. Now, if you're doing multiples, like I think I've got 5 here, try and keep them frozen because they go a bit soggy if you leave them out in the freezer for too long. Right. Cool. Okay, I'm going to open the roof. No, I'm not, because I haven't got my remote control. It's indoors. Right, so onto our, this one, our raita. We're going to put some red onions. Onto parathas, sorry. A few red onions. We're going to put some of our pomegranates, because they look super pretty. We're going to get one of our, didn't go on my shoe, we're alright. Going to take some of our duck, our tikka duck on there. Oh, that's going to be good. We're going to put a bit of our minty raita.
Did you make the tamarind chutney?
Yes, and we put it in, then I probably burnt it. No.
No, you took it off. It's on the side.
Oh, is it? Cool. Oh, I forgot to put it back in. Rubbish. You might pretend it's a tamarind chutney then.
The chutney should be cold.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, but
yes.
I was supposed to boil it down a bit more. Let me just pour some of the moist, the water off the top. This should have boiled down a bit, so we'll put a little bit on. But this will be sour enough. It should just be thicker. I've just forgot to put it back on when we did the. That's all right. So that's one. We have here our. Keep those because we can eat those. These are our duck skewers, which is the juice is going everywhere because they're super juicy. So I'm just going to put a couple of these duck skewers like that. How do they look? They look amazing. And then we've got our bao bun. So this might be. Let's just grab one of these. One of our baos. Open him up. So into our bao bun. What do we need? Definitely some spring onions. So little gadget. Everybody loves a gadget.
Oh, here we go.
So we've got spring onions. Just take the ends off. And then, I think it's from Amazon, little knifey thing. So you can just do that, turn them. So,
Cool.
so you've got your shredded
That's clever.
spring onions. Yeah, so we have some of that in our bao bun. Ooh, and on the floor.
Yeah, chuck it around them.
Yeah, I'm going to get some cucumber. I've got here. Not rushing at all, am I?
No.
Get a bit of cucumber. The way to treat cucumber, it's really wet in the middle, so just get a teaspoon, just scoop the seeds out, and then you don't have a really wet piece of cucumber when you put it into your buns. And then we're just going to shred it up a little bit, and then you can turn it on its side, shred it. That can go in our buns. So now we've got cucumber, we've got our spring onion, and now we need our duck. So I'm going to take one of these duck breasts. Just pink in the middle. too much for one, isn't it? But we'll load it up with a bit of, look at that, duck, just pink. Ooh. And you can either put in there hoisin sauce or sauce for Peking duck. If you can get this, it's sweeter. It's so much nicer. So, let's get a little spoon. And we'll put some of our duck sauce in. Now you could heat it up, but it's just delicious. So there you go. Not bad. And because Mama's here,
Chili.
got to have a bit of chilli.
Oh, what?
So we'll just have a little bit of red chilli. Stops her eating it so fast then.
And needing her to drink more.
Yeah. So what are people thinking of that?
Yeah, I like it.
I think they look great. I'm going to create a spot over there and then I'll take them over.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Green sauce everywhere. As usual.
I'm not showing them that bit at the moment.
There we go. Here we go. So, we have some in the sun, some out. Oh, my other paratha. Hang on a sec. I'll have burnt that one.
We've got the parathas.
Hang on. Oh, that one's a bit toasty.
Oh yeah, we'll
That'll
step
be,
away
that'll
from
be
that
all
one.
right. That'll be all right. Shouldn't do two things at once, or four things at once. So we've got our five spice Chinese duck with Peking duck sauce in our bao bun. We've got a paratha with tandoori duck with a mint raita and pomegranate and red onion salad. And then we've got a Korean spiced duck kebabs just on a bed of lettuce. And those look amazing. Right, few things to tell you quickly. New product in stock, love it. The Meter 2 probe. It's Wi-Fi, so if you've got Wi-Fi in your garden, none of those connection problems. Awesome, we've got these in stock now. And we've got them reduced slightly, shouldn't do that. We are back on July the 12th. I know that sounds like more than a month. It is, because we're swanning off on holiday twice, but only for a week. So we missed the weekends both times.
Yeah.
So, but we're around all of this week. We'll still be contactable the following week because the four of us are going on holiday again. Then we'll be back the following week, and then Helen and I are away again in Austria walking. But we will be back on the 12th. What else would he say? If you want big for spaces, I will have them in stock to deliver the week in 2 weeks' time. Because next week I'm fully booked. Anything else? Oh, and if you ever got your food like this, or steak, and you've got it outside, make sure there aren't red kites about. Because Julie, who does our private classes, yesterday did a class, and they were stood about 3 foot from a steak, and the red kite swooped down, took the steak, and flew off. And it's all on security camera. So, anyway, there you go. That's our 3 types of duck. Anything else, Helena? No. Perfect. We will see you in just over a month.
Franco says you haven't asked for permission for a holiday.
Oh, sorry, Franco. Can I go on holiday? Yes, Helena said. Good. Nothing to do with you. From the man who's always on holiday. So we will see you in a month's time. Just over. Have a good one. Cheers, guys.